What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another one. Let's get right into it.
We work with what for?
All right. Part 2, y'all. Part 2. Let's go ahead and get back into it.
Wake the fuck
This
up.
map, bro.
Wake up.
Now, peep Old Testament map of ancient America. Hold up. Alright, so peep, right? I had zoomed in.
Wake up. Wake up.
So, what if this what it really was, bro? And if anything, right? This would really make sense. You wanna know why? Because what's in this area? Washington, D.C. Oh.
The Grand Canyon, one of the world's wonders. There's a theory that the Grand Canyon holds something that none of us knew was there. So back in the 1850s, right? The Grand Canyon was used to mine gold. Did you know that? Now, the Grand Canyon, when people started mining it, the gold index crashed because they found so much gold there. Now, what happened was the government and the military, they closed it off and they made it a sanctuary so that nobody can just go there and then take whatever they want. But there was this one guy, his name was Seth Tanner, and he was an explorer. He explored this one cave in the Grand Canyon, and he claims what he saw was ancient Egyptian hieroglyphics in one of the caves.
Oh, what did it say?
Now, the theory is that the Grand Canyon, it actually holds the lost city of El Dorado.
What?
Like, you know, the lost gold city of El Dorado.
Yeah, the whole city.
The whole city. So if you think about it, it's never found. That ancient tale that all of the natives talk about, the lost city, the gold city, it's never found. Now, the theory is that it's literally in the Grand Canyon, deep in these caves. And the reason the government and the world is trying to keep it a secret is because it would crash the gold price. Like, gold would be useless if they find that much gold. Just think about it, supply and demand, right? If they find a huge abundance of gold, nobody's gonna care about it. The Grand Canyon, one of the world's wonders. There's a theory.
Just let it slip a little bit. Why is 90% of the Grand Canyon off limits? Well, they'll tell you it's for ecological reasons. Wrong, because the U.S. military is literally on the rim, drilled into certain caverns that they identify through all their technical abilities and extracted giant mummies. There's a legend that Mark Antony and Cleopatra, when they knew they were in big trouble with Rome, they sent their son, Alexander Helios, to the west with 50,000 of their most trusted servants, scientists, etc. And for the record, they absolutely knew how to circumnavigate the globe. The idea of isolationism was pretty much the foundation of the Smithsonian by John Wesley Powell. So in other words, it was important for the idea that nobody traveled any place to keep the false narrative going, because there's even evidence of the Chinese in the Grand Canyon and some of the caves, statues of Buddha, for instance.
Now, Forbidden History Revealed by Steve Quayle really talks about this man, John Wesley Powell, his comings, his goings. He operated on a premise. And his premise was that there is a certain historical narrative that we want to preserve for the Americas, and any other historical narrative we're going to hide away as quickly as we possibly can. Now, to say that is one thing. To see this is another thing.
Okay,
I'm
so
gonna
we
skip that.
discover, like, I don't know, like, look at her. Like, it's electrifying. Look, my mom's.
Wow. That's crazy.
And then, can you hear it?
It's definitely some different type of energy over there. Real.
Do it
Just
again.
look at it.
Farther?
Just look abundant over there.
It's okay.
Definitely some energy over there for sure. There's definitely, bruh, some good energy over there for sure. That's interesting.
If you think the Grand Canyon was formed over millions of years, this may make you think again. Let me introduce you to Burlingame Canyon near Walla Walla, Washington. This ditch was naturally 10 feet deep and about 6 feet wide and often had no water in it. But in March of 1926, after windstorms blocked the canals in the Gardenia farming district, water had to be diverted into this ditch while the canal was under construction. What happened was the Burlingame Canyon was created in 6 days. As of today, the canyon is 1,500 feet long and 120 feet deep. This canyon proves that you don't need millions and millions of years for erosion to take place. All you need is mass amounts of water or some type of natural catastrophe to take place, such as what is told to us through the Great Flood of Noah, as well as every other culture around the world with legends of a great flood. If you think the Grand Canyon was formed over millions of years, this may make you think again. Let me introduce you to Burlingame.
So I heard there's a rumor going around on TikTok that Egypt is in America. And I said, ain't no damn way. They gotta be batshit crazy to think Egypt is in America. Cause the last time I was in Egypt, my flight ticket said Africa. This ain't no damn Grand Canyon. The Grand Canyon don't got shit on Egypt. You're not gonna find this in the Grand Canyon. Some of y'all done lost y'all African mind thinking that Egypt is in America. Cause look at this right here. This is in Africa, family. And the Grand Canyon ain't got shit on this. So I heard there's a rumor going around on TikTok.
Who knows? You just have to wait and see, really.
There was a theory circulated not too long ago that said that there was a path in the Grand Canyon that
It's
was
just like
all
the Grand Canyon. Like when you look at it, it resembles Africa a little bit. You know,
It actually do.
You can't tell me it doesn't resemble it a little bit. So who knows, man? That's probably why we, compare it to that.
the way to Africa. But now people are starting to add to this theory and take it even further. The added theory claims that the Americas, which is North and South America, is connected to or is ancient Egypt. But this was covered up to throw people off of biblical prophecy and historical events. While this theory sounds wild, I find it very interesting that in 1909, an article released called Explorations in the Grand Canyon that talks about finding Egyptian artifacts within it. There was also certain substances and materials from North and South America found in ancient Egyptian tombs next to mummies. The theory goes on to say that the Mississippi River is actually the ancient Egyptian Nile River, and that they put all of this in plain sight by building modern day pyramids in places like Memphis and Vegas, and also by putting pyramids on the back of the dollar bill. Now this theory could definitely be a stretch, but leave a like if you want me to talk a little more about this and let me know what you think in the comments. There was a theory circulated not too long ago that said that there was
Sure, the Grand Canyon is famous and 5 million people go there every year, but it's also the deadliest national park in the US. And ever since it opened on February 26, 1919, it's claimed about 900 lives. And the most recent one was a 36-year-old woman who tried to hike in the heat. But you might be surprised to know that airplane and helicopter crashes are actually the #1 cause of death here. After that, we have accidental and non-accidental falling, and from there we have exposure and environmental factors. But a big one is dehydration. As you saw, this 36-year-old woman from Indiana tried to hike to the Colorado River, and she tried to do this in just one day. Now, she was actually on a pretty popular part of the trail, which is called the Bright Angel Trail. Now, I love hiking. I go hiking all the time, and I try to talk about it as much as possible. But what a lot of people fail to realize is how hot it can really get outside. And even in the shade, here it can become 120 degrees in the summer. Unfortunately, she was then found without a pulse. But trust me, if you are going hiking or going to the Grand Canyon even, always do your research and look at the weather. So many things can happen. There can be heat stroke, just dehydration, or what a lot of people actually don't think about is drinking too much water without that salt component, as well as not getting enough electrolytes in. You could also get heat exhaustion and so much more. That's why if you are going to take on a more serious hike, there's so many tips and things that you need to know to be prepared. And of course, I'm going to keep talking. Now, if you've been here or even looking at pictures of it, you probably know that the rim is pretty scary. Imagine going to the side and looking down. Now, lucky for you, or maybe unlucky, your chances of falling are 1 in 1.8 million. So maybe back away from there. And only about 12 people lose their lives here every year. If you've heard of Denali National Park, you know it's pretty up there as well. But with any national park, you have to take precautions. It's great to explore and go outside, but know what you're doing. Or at least have the resources and the knowledge to have fun, but also be safe. Sure, the Grand Canyon is famous and 5 million people go there.
Right.
So you're telling me this is the portal to
really
Africa?
Be careful. Really careful. Dude.
So you're telling me this is the portal?
Wait.
What?
Give me a second.
The Grand Canyon is a portal.
Shit, the Grand Canyon, bro. That shit.
There's a whole civilization living under
How many of y'all ever drove on in a helicopter, man? Let me know in the comments.
The Grand Canyon is.
Never go over the fence at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, guys, never do what these people are doing. So for context, I came across this video on Twitter, and if you couldn't tell from the video, these people are at the Grand Canyon. And as you can see in the video, there's a fence right here that you're obviously not supposed to go past. And that's just for everybody's safety. But as you see in the video, these people jump the fence, and there's about 6 people sitting on this giant rock. And I know you can't tell from the video, but this is an insanely big cliff right here. And as you can tell, this rock right here is not even connected, and you never know when this thing's gonna shift, especially with 6 people jumping over to it. If you guys don't know what the Grand Canyon is, it's one of the most beautiful sites in the United States, and thousands of people go there every single day to look at it. And unfortunately, 12 people on average become unalived there every single year. And it's typically people like in that video who are not listening to the rules. I mean, just look at these cliffs, guys. This is not a place that you want to mess around at. If one of these people would have made one wrong move, they easily could have slipped off of this rock, and there wouldn't be any chance of survival.
Never go over the fence at the Grand Canyon.
So y'all mean to tell me Africa is 1,052 miles?
So this is not the first time I've seen a video dealing with this. I need somebody to explain. This does not make sense to me. I looked at the map. I don't know what I'm missing. It does not make sense to me at all. I'm literally sitting and I'm like, this is crazy. So I see more and more of these come up on here, and it's driving me crazy, talking about, the path to Africa through the Grand Canyon is a road down the middle of Grand Canyon that leads you straight to Africa. And there's things found in the Grand Canyon that deal with African culture. Explain. I'm serious. Explain. I would love to know.
America as ancient Egypt. You've probably all seen, the Black Hebrew Israelites talking about this, or Moors or whatnot. All you need to do, honestly, to verify this via your own eyes, go to Utah. Go to the Four Corner states. Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, Utah, but particularly Grand Canyon and all the national parks, especially in southern Utah. Zion, Bryce Canyon, Arches, Canyonlands. Look at the names. Just see with your own eyes. There's no way for me to even put it in words. Obviously, in the Grand Canyon, this is called Cheops Temple, like the Great Pyramid of Cheops or whatever in Egypt. And obviously, you can see, just like in Egypt, there's a large pyramid, remnants of it, and in the front, large remnants of some paws. Obviously, over here, you see the Jordan River in Utah. The Jordan River runs north-south. The only other rivers that run north-south in the world, I believe, are the Nile River and the St. Johns River in northeast Florida. The Jordan River, you see,
The Great Salt Lake to the north is that alkaline body of water, right, that it flows into. Now in Israel, it's kind of a mirror image. The Jordan River, or River Jordan, obviously is north-south flowing, yet instead of the Great Salt Lake to the north, to the south we have the Dead Sea, which is also alkaline body of water. I'm not going to go into all the similarities or whatnot. A lot of people claim, oh, the Mormons named everything in Utah after, biblical yada yada in Israel. And you have to wonder, history definitely is all a lie. So who's to say that the Mormons or these settlers were not the original settlers? Who knows? I mean, some of the events of the Bible could have taken place 200 years ago, for all we know. They say 6,000 years old is young Earth creationism. That's preposterous. The Earth is billions of years old. Well, sure, trillions. But civilization,
trillions,
Crazy. And there's resets. So maybe the events of the Bible happened 200 years ago. We don't know. 500 years ago. We don't know. They tell you that they had to move these temples because there were flooding issues or whatnot. Here's more pictures of that. Now, if this were a real historical relic, wouldn't they be scared that disassembling these monoliths could destroy them? No. It's because they made them. These are not thousands of years old. These are not thousands of years old. They're maybe hundreds of years old. As you can see in the Chicago World's Fair of 1933, 1934, they were already inculcating the globe model of things in the public. How can you tell what's true, what's false? Even if you have discerning eyes that can tell that real eyes realize real lies, you can still be hoodwinked. Personally, though, to end this out, I really like this piece of memorabilia from the Chicago World's Fair from 1833, 1933, whatever. Century of Progress, and then there's a classical sort of maybe Art Deco configuration of a woman, or androgynous sort of man, woman, whatever, with a finger beckoning, and then the diadem says, I will. That's something that's been lost in our present day society, the will, the power of the willpower. Willpower is what we call it, because the will is an engine, the will is a generator, your willpower. So a lot of people nowadays who give in to self-deletion and stuff like that, it's not that they're depressed, it's that they're will-less. Right. And I can go deeper into that, but well, I wrote a whole book on the subject. It's called The Forbidden Laws of Success, Volume 3.
Forget that. I gotta say what I gotta say. Because if everybody was abundant, right, no one would be trying to kill each other. We want to be hating. Bro, you will have everything you need and want, But, we got this system going on, so it ain't like that, man. You got to work harder now.
Those who read it are rewarded with knowledge, or 500 pages of knowledge. Those who waffle, well, like fraidy cats, they get nothing. America as a...
Google Maps found the swamp monster. Just let him cook.
Just let him cook. This is part 2, by the way, y'all.
Couldn't believe my fucking eyes. Shit was fucking absurd. Outrageous, even. Yeah, just keep zooming in. Zooming in. Just look at this finding.
Monster. Let's see. Whoa.
What the fuck is this? On Google Maps. Whoa. What the fuck is this? Yeah,
that's crazy. What is that?
Let the sink in with the fucking brain. I see this shit. Now go on Google Maps and see for yourself.
Now what is that? Stop barking. Shut up.
Let me know what y'all think about them finding a goddamn swamp lizard.
He definitely did
on
though.
Google Maps. In the comments.
Can y'all hear that?
Another mystery is that the map clearly provides details of the areas not yet discovered in 1587.
It's crazy how much stuff we should know that we don't know. It's sad.
But it all seems very strange
So
and
sad.
contradictory. On the one hand, it turns out that Mondi was a brilliant geographer, and on the other, he did not know the rotation of the Earth around the
My
sun that
neighbor's
they tell
dog,
us
if y'all
officially.
can hear that.
Since a smaller sun is seen on the map, with its trajectory
He
drawn
must be
around
hungry.
the Earth. It is also observed that the compass points to the North Pole on the plane of the Earth, as it has a lot of accurate and interesting data. This map definitely has secrets and provides for much more analysis and study. Unfortunately, in order not to delve deeper into the map analysis, some say that Urbano Mondi was a kind of fantasy cartographer. But how do you explain that, at that time, in the 16th century, someone ordinary like Urbano Mondi could map all of America, less than 95 years after Columbus discovered it, and have the entire world atlas drawn correctly and fairly detailed ready? Making a map of the world with such characteristics and that precision is very difficult. Another mystery is that the map clearly
Can anyone tell me what Google Earth is trying to cover up?
This is Australia. Now, I know it's not the scale. I know it's bigger than it should be, but come to find out, after doing more research on this Urbano Monte map of 1587, a lot of this outer stuff, that's not the ice ring, okay? That's not the ice ring. This here is a projection of Chile. There's things out here that talk about Chile up here. Same thing with other countries. And this is Australia. Found the word austral on here, which means south in Latin. But this was in 1587. Australia wasn't founded by the West, the Dutch, until 1606. So that tells me that the Spaniards were there much, much earlier, at least 20 years earlier. But I want you to notice the shape, okay? See that shape? Now let's look at the Gleason's map. Very similar shape, but it's more to size. This one is more accurate. So the similar shape, though, if you look, you know, it's very, very similar. All right? Now, this is what they show us on the globe model. All right? Now, that's completely different. Completely different. Now I want to show you, because it took me 15 minutes of looking up online to try to find pictures of Australia from space. Shouldn't be that fucking hard.
Right.
And this is what you see from space.
Let that be known.
Look how distorted that is. That's from the fisheye lens, okay? Obviously.
Wow.
But see how distorted it is? If you took that fisheye lens off,
what is he mad about?
that shape right there would be a lot more like the Urbano Monte map. And a lot more like the Gleason's map.
Right.
They're fucking lying to you.
Right.
This is Australia. Now, I know it's not the scale. I know it's bigger than it should.
Do y'all hear him cussing? Bro, when white people give you the truth, bro, you might as well go ahead and believe it, man. Indeed. He was not playing. He said, they fucking lying to you. I'm sorry. But, nah. I'm just saying. Okay.
Made throughout her career. No. For the show Shake It Up, she made $140,000 for her entire time being on the show, which was 3 years total. For Casey Undercover, she made $400,000 per season, and she did 3 seasons, so she made $1.2 million there. And then for Spider-Man Homecoming, her first appearance as MJ, she made $300,000. And then for Far From Home, she got paid another $300,000. And then for Spider-Man No Way Home, she got paid $2 million. And then for Dune Part 1, she made $300,000, and she was only in the movie though for 7 minutes. And for Euphoria, she made $50,000 per episode. Now for season 3, she will most likely get paid $1 million per episode. And for the new movie she's in, The Challenger, she was paid $10 million. So she's made roughly over $24 million for her entire acting career. I'm not talking about music or anything else, just her acting.
Okay, it's pretty amazing how much money she's made.
Do you know how much money Zendaya has made throughout her career? No. For the show Shake It Up.
It's a lot of money.
Wait a minute. Did Jason Lee just threaten to expose Beyonce's dirty secrets?
Receipts I just told you about.
I'm gonna skip that. I'm not interested in seeing that.
Are about to get a taste.
If you are, go watch it on your own time, man.
Ready for the revolution. It's coming. It's time to eat the rich. And I don't know if you heard, but billionaires are splurging on bunkers. People like Beyonce and Jay-Z, tech billionaires like Mark Zuckerberg, and they're buying up bunkers to hide because soon society is about to collapse. And they created all of this mess going on with the economy. And it's so ridiculous. They think they can buy their way out of everything, even consequences. Take, for example, Mark. He's dropped a whopping $270 million on a secret Hawaiian hideout, complete with a massive underground bunker. And he's not the only one. There are about 700 billionaires in the USA. And the US population is about 330 million people. So good luck hiding from the angry mass of people that's about to explode. Who knows, maybe you can escape this life, but you will not be able to escape the next. The rich are about to get a taste.
She got a point on that one. Maybe she's able to escape this one, but probably not the next one. Karma will be back. Indeed.
See, this is why I think they're going to shut down the grid, dude. Because what's going to happen is
If y'all don't know about the...
See, this is why I think they're going to shut down the grid, dude. Because what's going to happen is the unity voice is going to get so loud, and then they're just going to shut the whole thing down. Because it's like flipping the game table over, right? Like, you know you're going to lose, you're about to lose, you're like, F it. You flip the game over, and that's what they're going to do, bro. They have the ability to do it. You better start thinking about what's going to happen if that happens.
The North American Electric Reliability Corporation, NERC, warned this week that more than half the U.S. is at an elevated risk of blackouts this winter due to a combination of increased demand, regional power generation, shortfalls in potential fuel delivery, challenges in the event of prolonged cold weather event. I told y'all they was launching bricks January 1st. So in order for the U.S. government to introduce this cashless society, a big event has to happen like a blackout in order to cause chaos and confusion. So that same U.S. government could come in and say, hey, we have a resolution. Let us introduce our digital currency so we can keep track of every fucking thing you do.
See, this is why I think they're going to shut down the grid, dude. Because what's going to happen is the unity voice is going to...
They rather destroy the planet than just rather give it back to us, you know. They're like, oh, we can't have it. Nobody can have it. That's how they feel. So they definitely gonna pull them cards.
If y'all don't know about the Kodiak bear, allow me to do the honors. They get their name because they're found only in one spot in the entire world, which is a little island off the coast of Alaska called Kodiak Island. It's a subspecies of the brown bear, except on steroids. They can get up to 10 feet tall and 1,500 pounds, making it the largest bear on the planet. And the reason they're so big is because on this little island of Kodiak, there's not a lot of vegetation, which means these bears pretty much have to go full carnivore. Here's a little size comparison if you wanted to see how big it is compared to the average grizzly bear. Absolute monsters. The Kodiak bear is the real deal, even though this photo isn't helping my case. If y'all don't know about the Kodiak bear, allow me to do the honors. They get their name...
Hey.
Oh, wow.
Yo, that is cool. How do you... No.
You might be looking at a bluff charge. The bear might run towards you, but at the last second, veer off to the side. This is the bear sizing you up. And the last thing you want to do is run away. If you do, because of its predatory instinct, the bear will attack. Just like dogs, bears will chase you if you run. The best thing you can do is stand your ground by waving your hands around and making yourself look bigger. Once the bear takes the hint and retreats, slowly step away without breaking eye contact. Running from a bear can be deadly, but it's not the worst thing you can do. In this episode, we'll show you how to avoid any fatal mistakes if you find yourself face to face with an angry bear.
I'm gonna look for the biggest rock around. I'm gonna have to
and
knock
not knowing the difference can put you on the fast track to being mauled to death. So let's take a look at the big three. First up, the black bear. This fuzzy guy may look cute, but don't let that fool you. With its signature straight facial profile, tall ears, and short claws, the black bear can pack a punch. Standing at a mere 1.5 meters, this is the smallest of the trio. If you come face to face with a black bear, be bold and aggressive. Make yourself look bigger and throw things if necessary. Next, the polar bear. This massive beast is
Ain't nobody
instantly
finna see no
recognizable
polar
with its
bear,
thick
man.
white fur.
It's too cold out there.
Like I told y'all, it wasn't gonna be no winter this year. Now, you got your few states where, you know, they gonna try to turn the snow on because they still got certain access points. They still got certain energetic points where they can make a little something happen. Heart isn't fully down yet. It's breaking down. So they still gonna be able to manipulate a little bit, but the system, this shit is over with. The system is shutting down. You feel me? We about to be in January, right? So literally, Christmas was always truly about, from a pagan standpoint, because it's a pagan holiday that was started in Germany. It was always about catching the winter solstice and trying to channel in as many principalities, negative principalities, as they can. And in order to channel in all these principalities, they needed the help of us. Okay? Because they don't have any ancestors.
Harvesting our
They
energy.
don't have any souls, so they lack the magnetism. So they had to come up with a creative way to get us to participate in the ritual. Because if you know anything about magic, one person is powerful in magic. But the more people you bring into a ritual, the more powerful the ritual is. Okay? Why do you think we were so powerful during the Haitian Revolution? When we channeled the energy of Ogun, right? We sat there 1,000+ deep, all meditating, channeling the same energy, and we participated in a ritual where we lit certain candles, we had certain herbs and spices, and we put them down, and we sang certain songs. This was all a part of the ritual, all right? Because chanting, all of that is part of a ritual. See, you have been lied to about magic, so you have no clue that you have been participating in magic rituals. That's what the fuck the holiday is. That's what the Christmas tree is about. That's what the star on top of the Christmas tree is about. That's what the Christmas gifts is about. That's what the gift giving is about. That's what all the Christmas songs, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. All these little hymns, right? All these little jingles that we would sing. These are all chants. And if you know anything about magic, chanting, vibration is very, very powerful. Okay, and it's complete because most magic rituals is going to also require you to call upon a higher advanced spiritual deity. So that's just like me playing a singing bowl and then lighting the candle and saying my intent and pulling Orishas right here. That's a part of a ritual. That's a ritual, right? That's a small ritual, right? You're doing the same thing. Instead of lighting the candle, you light the Christmas tree up with ornaments, right? Instead of pulling in the Orishas or any advanced beings that we studied in our ancient African culture, if you want to call us that, or Latino culture in Santeria, you want to call us that, whatever you want to call us. Fuck you and your names and your misnomers, all right? Whatever you want to label us as and call us, right? But they replace that, so they give you Santa Claus and Jesus. So instead of saying Obatala, you like Jesus. Instead of saying Orula, Okosi, Ogun, talking to the ancient ones, calling certain archangels, you know, you talk about Jesus and Santa Claus.
Wow. Damn. Fire is really stronger than yeah. That's still going. This is interesting, but dang, like What do y'all feel like is more powerful? Fire or like the cold or the heat? What do y'all feel like is more powerful? Let me know in the comments. It's gotta be fire though, right? Or heat. I'm gonna just say heat. Check this out.
It speaks frequency. And this is the
These
most
little kids know what they talking
language
about,
in the world. Think about it. If you say something in a language, you may doubt it inside of you. Or you could even lie to yourself. Frequency doesn't lie. If your thoughts, mind, and desires are not aligned, you may not reach that frequency.
So God is an energy that is used to create something. So you know souls, right? Souls have the God energy in them.
Okay.
So let's say you took away the God energy from anything. It would just become nothing. Field. It's a field.
That's fascinating.
You can't ask it stuff. You can pray to it.
You can?
Yeah, you can. You can.
So
if someone doesn't believe in God, then I guess you don't believe in yourself, because basically every single living thing,
like
and not even
9?
living thing, every
Talking
single
like
atom,
this?
every single piece of energy
Crazy.
is made from the God source.
Wow.
So 13.8
That's what's
billion
up.
years ago, the entire universe
Kids
was
be
reduced
smart,
to a
man.
singularity. A particle smaller than a
Love to
quark.
see it, man. Love to see it.
However, if gravity is always working, i.e. if you jumped off this building, you're not going to fall 15 seconds later. You're going to fall immediately. So if gravity is always working, then and if the singularity was always there, like some atheists try to say, then the universe should have no age. It should be infinitely old. But it's not. It has an age. It's 13.8 billion years old. And something can't come from nothing, because it would have to exist in order to cause itself to exist, which is illogical. So therefore, something other must have created the singularity. And that something other we observe as God.
What is God?
Okay, so a lot of people think God is, quite in the biblical sense, a guy sitting up on a cloud who controls the universe, frankly, and has created all life. But my definition of God is not like that. I don't believe God is person or entity. God is just another form of energy, or actually is energy. Himself, well, not even himself, itself. For the fact that you look at the Bible and other really, awesome but extremely vague and unreliable sources in religion that, hold these sources that we find and facts that we find, or so-called facts that we find, and really a lot of people think it's just about faith. But if you relate the Bible to quantum physics and apply most of the laws actually in less of a figurative sense, but more of a literal sense, and replace it with things like the universe, you'll eventually find out that it explains in-depth quantum physics and astrophysics, experiments and theories. Well, maybe not theories, because maybe now they're proven. Who knows? Maybe the Bible isn't a story of something that happened on Earth, but maybe a story of how our universe began. For the fact that, honestly, I don't really buy into the literal biblical sense. Like, God is literally a guy who looks like us, who sits up in an alternate realm that's in our clouds and, watches over all of us. But I guess you could say that he's an energy form that created all, is all, and is everywhere and nowhere at the same time. God, or energy, lives within us, through us, and can...
And is us.
And is us, frankly.
So you said what? That God is the energy that is in us, created us, and is us. Is that your definition?
Yep.
I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Sort of, yeah. God is energy. That's my thing. And I mean, like, you look at dimensional theory, and eventually we have, a singularity at the beginning of the universe that is energy. And then, eventually that begins to slow down in vibration due to entropy or some other law of that sort. And then, first you get photonic light, and then that slows down, and then we get matter, and then that slows down. And then who else knows what comes next? We have gravity, and then we have time, all coming in at one sense. And I mean, does that sound like origin story to you? It kind of does a little bit to me.
If you want to do something, you just need to believe it, and you can't just say, I believe I can do this, I believe I can do that, because it doesn't work. You really need to think it in your heart,
And I mean by in your heart. Right in your heart.
Dude, these kids is intelligent, man. You love to see it. You gotta love to see it, man. Them kids is intelligent. Go ahead, Zil. That's crazy, bro. They probably like 10, 9. That's what I'm saying. You know, and they talking about this. Smart as hell. Man, I trust the younger generation, man. They know. The older, it's okay. They was just taught wrong, you know, and it was, you know, they're just going off what they was taught when they was younger. So it is what it is. But I feel like the kids that's coming in now, them is old souls. Cause the way he talking, bro sound like he 14. He don't even look like he like 8. Wow, that is amazing, man. That is actually amazing. Amazing time to be alive, for real.
Have y'all seen the skies lately? Look at this, y'all. This is
that is amazing. Look at that.
Look at these beautiful clouds, y'all.
Ready for this stuff. Wow. And you gotta ask yourself, how is the clouds even looking like that? Right? What's making the clouds look like that? That's crazy.
Look at them streaks. What is going on, y'all? When have we ever seen that, y'all? Thank y'all for tuning into my frequency. Keep up with me on my other platforms, especially on my YouTube. Now, we know December 25th is really the day about the sun. And this is exactly why they go through hell with doing what they do with the skies. Do you see what I'm saying? Tennessee is giving us a clear view of why they cover up the skies, y'all. Look at this, y'all. Look at this. You cannot tell me that is a lens flare, because it's moving. Look at this, y'all. Do y'all see that? Oh my goodness, y'all. Now check this out. Do you see the red? And look, y'all, the blue. Do you see this? Look at this, y'all, the blue. Red and blue Kachina. Okay, y'all, here's a better picture, but do you see it, right? You see the blue and the red star? Look at that. What? This is why they cover up the clouds, y'all. This is why they cover the sky, because this is really what's happening with the earth. It's really what's happening with the world. That's why all this stuff is happening. All this transition, all these things going crazy, all these respiratory illnesses. This is literally the Hopi prophecy playing out right now. For those of you who've never heard of the Hopi prophecy or don't know what it is, I urge you to take a look at what's happening, because this is exactly what's happening. The right energies, and these are the right energies.
Make sure y'all sharing information. Make sure you definitely get in that sun
in order to align yourself. Okay, so go on, share this video, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments down below, and let's get this shift. Peace in, and don't forget to keep up with your boy. Okay, y'all, do I have a treat for you? Do y'all see this? Look at this, y'all. I don't know where this is, but it doesn't matter where this is, because this is a type of energy that this type of holiday carries, or the type of energy they want us to follow. But y'all see that? Why does Santa have all those people around him with horns? Demons, devils. Look at this. Now, this energy is represented worldwide because you see Santa is leading the pack. Santa is an anagram for Satan, y'all. Look at this.
Why is
they create these holidays so they can really show you who they are, y'all. Look at Krampus. Look at this. Look, this is wow.
That's evil.
But this is the type of energy you are succumbing your children to around this holidays, these holy days. They create these days for them. This is their day, not the children's day. They just want to include the children so they can siphon the energy. But you see what this is. That's why they make it all about children. This is sick. Let's get this shift, y'all.
Yeah, let's get this shift going. I feel it.
Yo, check this out, y'all. These are amazing times to be alive, y'all. Let's get this shit, y'all. Share this video, y'all. Thank you for tuning.
Peace, love, and light to everyone, and salute to the gods and goddesses. With this cosmic event that's underway, it's important that you make sure that you're physically, spiritually, and mentally prepared. Get your ass in the gym. Okay, you should be in the gym. You should be training. You should be focusing on strength training. It's not so much about the aesthetics and how you look. Yeah, that's cool, but you want to make sure you're focused wholeheartedly on busting through barriers, busting through PRs. Personal records is what PR mean. You want to make sure that you're going in there to gain strength, to make sure that you're stronger than what you were previously.
Right.
You want to be prepared when a cosmic radiation hit, to make sure that you can take it, to make sure that your body can take what is going to undergo, okay? Because ultraviolet radiation is going to hit us. We converting from carbon to crystalline. There's been several sightings of two suns. Nibiru is here. Nemesis is here. Our central sun from Argatha has risen. There's so many things that's going on, and you just want to make sure that you're fully on point and that you're fully aware, all right? It's no reason why you shouldn't be training every day. I don't care if you work. This whole thing is an illusion. You want to make sure that your avatar is prepared for what's going on, all right? Because you will be receiving a biological upgrade. I'll move out the way so y'all can read this. Pause the video so you can thoroughly dissect the information. The product you see right here is called Shilajit, okay? It's phenomenal for increasing your testosterone, your natural testosterone, meaning that women can take it too, okay? You're not going to grow hair on your chest. It's not going to change your voice. This is a product that is good for men and women. It's all around good for mental, spiritual, and physical, okay? It works for your neurophysiology. It works for actually your vitality, rejuvenation, age reversing. It converts gray hair follicles back to black or the original color that they were. It's a phenomenal product all around, and it also increases your melanin, meaning that it will make you prepare for the solar energy and the ultraviolet radiation that's to come. Ashwagandha is another phenomenal product that you can use to actually build on muscle, okay? It also alleviates stress because it's a cortisol reducer, okay? And cortisol is one of the chemical components that does create stress and anxiety, depression, things of that nature, okay? So, and I do have this available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension. Again, I'm gonna move out your way so y'all can see it. Okay, extract powder, stress support, muscle development, and cortisol reducer, pardon me. So ashwagandha, and this is the extract powder formula, which means it's the active ingredient, the most potent part of the plant that's been extracted to be utilized. And again, ashwagandha is great if you're trying to build on natural muscle. Another vegan-based muscle building product that I do have available on Holistic Remedies for Ascension that I highly recommend is called Cyanotis arachnoidea. Okay, this product is pretty much predicated on building muscle, building strength while simultaneously burning fat. All right, I'm gonna move out your way. Y'all can pause the video so y'all can read some of the particulars. Keep in mind, when our 12 DEA strands connect, all right, and our powers fully come online, we're going to be the ones repairing and restoring this matrix, okay? Actually destroying anything that they had that was opposed against us. We're going to be the ones causing calamity on the planet, restoring and taking our planet back. You want to make sure you prepare for that, all right? They do have reptilians. They've been preparing with artificial intelligence. This is why you see them doing these things, because they know that once we come online, it's going to be a force to be reckoned with, all right? X-Men, Avengers, all these different cartoons and animations regarding powers and comic books was all predicated on us. The Orishas had these powers, all right? The Nataru had these powers, all right? We descendants of the Anunnaki. We actually star seeds from Enki, all right? And some of them are from Enlil's lineage as well, all right? And that would explain the ones that's more malevolent, all right? But it's time for us to wake up and take our power back. And in order to do so, we have to be prepared, we have to be training, and we have to have that warrior mindset. Peace, love, and light to everyone. Peace, love, and light.
Respect, nah.
You have a higher nature and a lower nature, right? Your lower nature loves it here. It's been here for 1,000, or well, it's been here for years, let's say 10, 20, 30 years. You reincarnated from 1,000 years back. It's been here for the longest. Your lower nature, when you die, is talking about your lower nature being humble and you dying. Your lower nature wants to stay around. So it's going to do everything to keep you around by magnifying everything on the outside of you. That's why the more spiritual you get, the more and more your world on the outside start going wrong. Because the spirit is more in opposition to the physical. That's why you see more people immersed into the physical. That means that they're less spiritual. You see what I'm saying? So the Buddha says, empty mind, full room. You got to have all that stuff in your house. Full mind, small room, empty room. You see, and that's just the way it is. The more and more you elevate your mind, the more and more you stop needing material things. It's only mere trinkets. The more and more your mind is empty, the more and more you need that stuff. You see what I'm saying? Now, this particular part, now, so what happens is your ego likes it here. It wants to stay. Then it meets with this demon called the cardinal zone. And this particular demon devours the ego. That's your higher self. It only looks like a demon because your lower ego, the physical you, is looking at it. But it's looking at the spiritual self. Jacob wrestled with the angel. He was only wrestling with his alter ego, the dark side. It's called a double side. The double self. You got a double soul. You got the soul that you know here, which is the doggone lower half, functioning off these two false eyes.
Indeed.
Because your third eye, your spiritual eye, your first eye is shut down. Then you have another soul. And that double soul, in the ancient man, used to be made aware of his double. This the root word for devil. The double. Jacob is wrestling with the angel. He's wrestling with his own higher self. You understand? The only fear is the fear in you. As a man and woman thinks, so is he or she.
Shout out to Bobby.
10 signs you're approaching diabetes. 1, you're always hungry, always craving for sugar salt. 2, you're starting to get blurry vision. 3, you're starting to get tingling sensations, numbness, or pain around your body. 4, you fall sick or get infections frequently, oral infections like respiratory infections, UTI. 5, you're always thirsty or you're craving sugary drinks, soft drinks. 6, skin pigmentation, them dark skin patches or skin tags around your necks, armpits, and other parts of the body, such as skin discoloration around your joint areas. 7, huge belly fat, waistline, especially if your waistline is more than half of your height. 8, you have swollen feet because you're retaining water. 9, you have dry or cracked heels. 10, you're always tired. You're tired after meals, you wake up tired and you feel puffy. But you're not diabetic yet because your blood glucose levels are normal but your insulin levels are high. This abnormally high level of insulin in your body is the root cause for all the symptoms and signs that are showing that you're approaching diabetes. You see, even with type 2 diabetes, it is a condition where your insulin levels have reached its maximum level, where they're no longer able to control your blood sugar and keep them at its normal level, causing your blood sugars to rise above its normal range. And if you're on the road to acquiring type 2 diabetes, then you want to address the root cause, which is lowering your insulin levels and controlling your insulin. By lowering your insulin levels, your insulin will be better at controlling your blood sugar levels, and you will put a stop to your progression towards type 2 diabetes. 10 signs you're approaching diabetes.
And this is why people need to be fasting. Okay? Indeed. I know you love your food, but here and there, fast. Take a couple days away from it. Do it. It can be hopeful.
I don't mind the term African American. I don't want to be called African American. Why is that? I'm not African. Very strong. I don't mind the term African.
Artificial intelligence. And although the Zeta Greys are highly intelligent and have advanced technology.
Copyright.
Did you know that when bananas turn brown, it means it has more antioxidants? Wild blueberries have 2 times more antioxidants than regular blueberries. Did you know wild lettuce is a natural painkiller? Cantaloupe is high in potassium and reduces anxiety. Hemp seeds have all 9 essential amino acids. 20 minutes of sunlight triggers over 200 microbes that fight fungi, parasites, and viruses. Like follow and share so others can heal.
Nice. I didn't know the sun be doing all that.
Y'all, we out here on vacation in the Bahamas.
I'm not gonna
So there
skip that
was a
copyright.
Japanese dude
I saw
that
this.
decided to,
I saw this, but I know some people
so
probably
there
didn't see
was a
this, so I'm gonna throw this in there
Japanese
too.
dude that decided to create
It's like a throwback.
the robot
Yeah.
from
If you
Avatar.
missed out.
And all I could say was what? In the goddamn Megatron Transformer 3000 is we fucking seen. niggas making real life big ass human operated robots. Straight out the Avatar movie. He just hopped in Optimus Prime right now and finna boot it up. Look at this shit. Like I hear it now. Autobots, roll out. And then this motherfucker got 30 computers in it.
That's crazy.
Look at it. And this is all I can see after that video. It just take one person with the wrong mind, and some Avatar shit just kicked off. Y'all see it? I see it. We all see it. Let me know what y'all think about this Decepticon Avatar, man.
I'd like you to please simplify.
Up in Idaho camping, would you look at this? I think I found an ancient mound. Cause that's looking really pyramid-like. Not gonna explore it this weekend, but gotta come back up here. We gonna get to that spot. Cause that's looking really, it's like a nipple.
In this video, we're going to speak about ether. By the physics definition, ether is a universal substance that acts as a medium for transmission of electromagnetic waves. Electromagnetic energy is what propagates through space. So that brings me to outer space, which is ether. It is pitch black without the stars, planets, etc. So ether is associated with the color black. Ether is what makes all of life possible. Now, we of course know there would be no light without dark. We wouldn't have thought of creating the lights if there wasn't already darkness in a room. There's also a saying, gone into the ether. So you could say my keys have gone into the ether. That is an act of disappearing into the void, which void is by definition empty space. What is ether? It is space. Void, in a spiritual definition, would be the state of pure consciousness in which the mind has been emptied of all particular objects or images. So in Genesis 2:7, we have God formed man out of the dirt from the ground. The dirt is the original state of everything. There would be no trees without the dirt. So there would be no trees without the dirt, and our eyes pick up images through light. So in order for us to see the trees, and for trees to be present, there had to have been the origin of darkness, of dirt. As we know, the richest and purest dirt is dark brown to black. In order for our minds to be emptied of all particular objects or images, that means that our eyes are not picking up on this light that is not present yet. Darkness being the origin.
This is how God and the devil is the same entity. Now, even if you're a deep thinker, you still have to open your mind on this video. Now, the reason why that
copyright. This is copyright. I don't know. Every time I react to Real Chosen, it copyright everything. So I'm gonna skip this.
I'm about to show y'all some shit that should not be happening.
Something very interesting is happening this year.
Check this
a
out.
couple of days ago, I was walking with my cousin, and
check this out.
I hear of how the trees are all still green. And I mentioned this to him, and whatever, we shook it off. And
that's how you know they're messing with the weather.
A lot of other creators have noticed as well that things that should have gone through their change haven't. A lot of bugs are still around that shouldn't be around. Let me shut up and just show you this clip.
I'm about to show y'all some shit that should not be happening. I should not have flowers coming in on my tomato plants right now. I should definitely not have new peppers coming in. I have peppers growing in December. I also should not have new strawberries.
Although it's strange.
It's December. I definitely should not have any mint, spearmint, any kind of mint coming in. It's December. This is all fresh mint, y'all. I definitely should not be having fresh sage either. Fresh sage should not come in until the spring. I have catnip blooms. Catnip blooms. This should not be coming in until the spring. It is December.
Isn't that strange?
Yes, it's very strange. Very strange.
And this is how you know they're messing with the weather. Right? Because it shouldn't be doing that now. It's so off balance that it's making it do that.
So this creator has turned a Mandela effect into a money-making opportunity. Check this out.
Guys,
officially have government documentation that Fruit of the Loom is lying about never being associated with the cornucopia. That we should first start off with this Frank West album, Fruit of the Loom, which was made in the late 1970s and was a clear spin-off of Fruit of the Loom. I don't know how to credit a Redditor, but this one deserves an award because he went so far down the rabbit hole, he ended up reaching out to the son of the artist who created the art for the album cover. Son responded, making it very clear that
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1000%?
So this creator has turned
the son of the artist who created the art for the album cover. Son responded, making it very clear that Fruit of the Loom was in fact inspired by Fruit of the Loom and the cornucopia was part of its logo. Redditor even brought receipts and took a screenshot of his email conversation. Part I'm most excited about, this is an official government document for the Fruit of the Loom trademark, and if you look at the bottom, it said baskets of fruit, containers of fruit, cornucopia, horn of plenty. And I'm not arguing that there's no room for discussion about when and how this logo was used, but it's clearly dishonest for Fruit of the Loom to make us believe we're crazy for assuming that the cornucopia was ever associated with their logo. It still makes absolutely no sense to me how each one of us have a vivid memory of our childhood asking our mom what's in the Fruit of the Loom logo, and that's how we learned what a cornucopia was. In an attempt to back Fruit of the Loom into a trademark corner, I'm now selling these sweatshirts, which means I'm about to be sued for every penny I'm worth, but they'll have to admit the cornucopia is a part of their logo, or I will become a trillionaire. Either way, it's a win-win for me.
awesome sauce. So this creator has turned Mandela.
That Fruit Loom definitely had them fruits on there. I remember that.
What's a conspiracy theory that you 1000% believe in?
Watch this with me.
I understand that you believe in flat Earth, right?
Yes.
So, what if people just fall off the end?
Well, look, what is the end, first of all?
I don't know.
It would be Antarctica, the Arctic Circle.
That's the end.
That's the shoreline.
But wouldn't there be like a wall or something?
Well, the highest shoreline on Earth is the ice wall, Antarctica. So the water would be this table, and it'd be this, there. Okay. And then you'd say, well, what's that way? And where's the engine? The only treaty ever broken by 57 nations is the Antarctic Treaty. You are not allowed to explore there. But the first person to explore Antarctica, Admiral Byrd, he said that there is more land with, it's not snow, better resources and minerals, the size of North America. And as he's talking, behind him, there's a video, there's footage on YouTube, Admiral Byrd. As he's talking in front of a flat Earth, as a monthly equidistant map, the map that airplane pilots use for autopilot. They don't use your dumbass Mercator or your fucking globe or none of that. They use our map. And think about it, this map distorts continents. Why would an autopilot system ever risk crashing a plane with a map that just makes North America a little smaller, this one bigger, and there's an ice wall on this map? Why do they use these 1 billion different maps? And they use the flat Earth as a multiple equidistant map for autopilot. That's why a compass is a flat Earth instrument. It only points to north. There is no south pole on a compass. It's south. Here's magnetic north. You circumnavigate east to west. That's how a compass circumnavigates, just like the sun. And then south would just be 180 degrees away from north. So southward.
What's a conspiracy?
Did you know a Supreme Court judge committed suicide 12 days after police executed a search warrant at his home? There's also a connection between him and a friend who was arrested for sex trafficking, drugs, and other things. Check it out. Supreme Court Justice commits suicide, and there's this connection between him and one of his best friends who was arrested for sex trafficking, drugs, and other things. Let's put up a picture of the State Supreme Court Justice John L. Mikowski. He died by suicide at his Amherst home Tuesday. Several sources confirmed 12 days after police executed a search warrant at his home. There's a lot of background to this story, a lot of twists and turns. The defense attorney, Terrence M. Connors, told the Buffalo News he received a call about the death late Tuesday morning and has been with the family at the Mikowski home. It's heartbreaking, the attorney said. He was such a good guy. This just didn't have to happen. Connors said he was sick when he got the news, especially since he was with the judge last week and the justice's legal troubles seemed manageable.
I am trying to visit every single country on the planet, and today I'm in Turkmenistan. I'm currently at the gates of hell, which is this burning gas crater that has been burning constantly since the 1980s.
Since the 1980s, it's been burning. That one was unbelievable. Right? That one was, come on, man. That don't sound believable. It's 2023.
So people were trying to extract the gas here in the Turkmen desert, and this crater here collapsed. And since then, gas has been coming out of the crater, and it's been burning ever since. And the crazy thing is, the Turkmen government has actually been trying to close down the crater.
Is that
Because
even
gas
real?
is burned for 1 hour, it's equivalent to a brand new car, the amount of gas like worth burned.
Wow.
But it's actually very hard to close the crater down, because if you close it down, it might erupt somewhere else because of the pressure underneath. So it's actually not that straightforward. And here we are. It's still burning. It's 2023 and it's still burning. We'll see if the Turkmen government will find a solution at some point to close the crater down, but it is no...
That's crazy.
Look what they doing. I've already broken every rule in the book let you in here. Let me just... Heard what she just said? Hold on, let's run it back. Hold on.
If we were infected, we'd all be running a fever.
Exactly.
I've
already broken every rule in the book let you in here. Let me just at least be thorough. Right? Check this out. This show was never about zombies, bro. They tricked y'all. They put this shit in y'all faces all these years ago. And I figured it out.
Get it out.
Yeah. Huh?
There you go.
Huh? Hold on. Look.
We found a network of pedophiles among a global network of people who were selling kids back and forth to each other, trading them like candy. My name is John Paul Rice, for the people watching that may not know who I am. My friends know me. I'm an independent film producer. I've been in Hollywood for about 20 years. I started my film career and Remember the Titans. Worked at Senator International, later Mandate Pictures under the producers who did Juno, The Grudge, Harold and Kumar, Stranger Than Fiction, and eventually The Hunger Games when they went back into Lionsgate. The reason I wanted to talk to everybody here today is because over the course of the last week or two, we have found out without notification that Amazon.com, for which we have 6 of our movies on there, our film, A Child's Voice, which has been on there for over a year and a half in the UK, the United States, and now 70 other countries, was suddenly, without notification, removed entirely from their platform. They unpublished it, and they made it not searchable in most of the sites. We've only tested a few outside of the United States, but the one in the United States, if you put in A Child's Voice in Amazon.com, you can't find it on the 1,100 pages that they'll give you back on your searches. The only way that you can get it is through a direct link, and we discovered this because the director's daughter had sent the links out to several of her friends when the Wayfair scandal broke, as well as the Maxwell files being released in the last 48 hours. And Amazon came back to us. They gave us a very standard corporate non-committal response that said we make a lot of changes, we do this and that and the other, we judge things based on performance. But they couldn't give us a very specific answer, and we all know what the answer is. What our movie did before Epstein was known about in the public, and before Maxwell was known about in the public, is we found a network of pedophiles among a global network of people who were selling kids back and forth to each other, trading them like candy. It goes right in through Hollywood. If you look at the Daily Beast article, you'll see that Jeffrey Epstein had a pipeline right into Hollywood through Harvey Weinstein. That was last year. I've done a lot of deep dives and research into this, and there is a very satanic element to it, for which we incorporated it into our movie. Our movie is a feature film. It deals with 2 teens, one who's a homeless, heroin-addicted teen. Here's the voice of a child who had been killed at the beginning of the movie, calls out for his help, and he goes on a mission to rescue a girl from these human traffickers. They come together, and then they stand up to this network in a spirit of love and courage for all of these children. It's a very beautiful film. It's been well reviewed, well received, critically acclaimed by the people that have reviewed it, and also many users by the thousands, by the tens of thousands, by the millions all over the world have seen this. So when we had all of this come up, we went viral with it on Twitter the other day, and it exploded because we still have one platform left here in the United States, and that's Vimeo.com on demand. What I would like everybody to do is, more importantly, I don't need to get back on Amazon. I already know what they're going to do, and they've got a stack of lawyers, but we're looking for alternative platforms where we can release this movie. We found...
You definitely need to release that movie. Wow. You know, just hearing his name, Jeffrey Epstein, right? Sound like he come out of like a GTA game or something, right? One of them heists, GTA heists. That's what it sounds like, low key. But man, that dude is sick. That dude is definitely a sick man. And it, like deep down, I feel like he's still alive. And I think they just saying that he, you know, did that, but I feel like dude is still alive. How many of y'all feel like that still?
Digestive system working to get your blood purified.
There's something going on out here.
Get your digestive system working, to get your blood purified, to get your lymphatic system clean, because your lymphatic system is what helps you get rid of all the free radicals and the heavy metals through defecation, through urination, and through sweating through the pores, through saliva spit, through our mucus that comes from our nose and all this. So all that is a part of our 3-day herbal cleanse. It's a reset.
Not at the moment, beautiful. But we plan on to when this business grows, for sure.
What I have that helps you breathe is a respiratory support.
Yes.
I have a tea that I made with thyme, with muleng, and I also created a vapor organic rub that has no synthetic chemicals that you can put on your chest, and it will break up the mucus in your chest, and it would also break up the mucus that is in your sinus and the plaque and in the cavities. I mean, it's just so much that the foods that we eat are causing us to have all this buildup here. So when spring comes around and all that pollen gets to us, see, pollen is very healing. This is why people don't like pollen. It's to get your digestive system working, to get your blood purified.
There's something going on out here. I want to show you something. Let me show you something with the plants. And I'm having fruit fly again. I mean, it's December. Normally in December, no fruit fly. I mean, they disappear. They're gone. You know, and now it's fruit fly. So fruit fly, the insects, the plants, they're telling you something. They're messing with the weather, man. They're messing with nature.
Definitely.
So this plant is henbit. This comes up in the springtime, going towards summer. And the weather is so messed up, it start, to shoot up again. I'm going to show you another plant here. These are strawberry plant. These are supposed to be like die out. Look, some of it is gone. Some of them still fresh, still green. I'll get these there to make tea. Yeah, but I have that there. What else? I have a lot of the. Let me go over here, show you. Look at this mullein here. Mullein.
That's crazy. In winter, this was happening.
Taking a rest.
Yo, winter. You know they messing with the weather.
Something ain't right. Something is not right.
Something is definitely not right. But to be doing that, that's how you know they are messing with the weather.
Indeed.
Right?
Indeed.
That's strange. They shouldn't be doing that at all. My dad found this old UFO video from 20 years ago. Look at the sun. Sun was booming back then, huh? Whoa. Wow. Interesting. That was in 1994. August 31st. 1994. Strange.
The cards.
How many of y'all knew this? How many of y'all knew this?
Cup holders, for your drink or whatever. The whole time they actually did. We just never knew about it. Look at this hack right here. You're not gonna want to miss this because you might need this eventually if you go to Walmart. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's the cup holder, bro.
I did not know that, bro.
Seatbelt or whatever. Can you believe that?
I didn't know that.
Crazy.
Didn't know that. Copyright.
Y'all got no quarter? Y'all
Like that. What does that look like to you? I thought it was an ostrich or a big turkey. That's actually a bald eagle. These gentlemen released it. Watch what it does. Run that video. Comment below.
Stop music, bro. The music was crazy. Bird look like a mama, like a dragon. I'm gonna pause the music. Is he gonna fly away? Oh, that was an interesting bird. They're like a dragon almost. It's a big bird. Wow. He took a while to fly away. Somebody call it a bald eagle. Why is it not taking off? Like, you should be ready to be free, my boy. And the music is still playing. I'm not finna unmute it. No. My boy looks so confused. Like he don't know what to do. Finally fly away. Dang. Take a longer, huh?
An ostrich or a
Dolphins are so cool. That's cool. I actually want to see that real life one. Yo, dolphins sing so like nice, right? Yeah, they do. Don't they? I hope so. I feel like if you was drowning, like be for real. I feel like if you was drowning in the water, I feel like a dolphin would save you. Like I feel like they're that intelligent that they will literally save you. Shout out to the dolphins. They're like nice creatures. I'm not gonna lie. They don't look like they would harm you for real. Like just look at his face. Right? Don't look like he just trying to play. That's dolphins is cool. I don't know, man. I feel like if you mistreat them though, right? They come on, man. That's with anything. Don't, you know what I'm saying? Right. Then they're gonna react different. Yeah. Shout out to the Dolphins, man. Shout out to the Dolphins. I don't know, man. I don't know how dangerous dolphins is. I have to like do some research, but they seem cool, man. I don't know.
Take the tip of your little finger and just touch and press very gently the outer corner of one eye. Don't know what you see, but I see a sort of blaze of light around about my nose region. Try the tip of the finger very gently, don't press, into the inner corner of the eye. And again, I see a blaze of light on the outside there. Well, I don't really see light. I see an illusion of light called a phosphene. Well, how does it form a picture? A bit like this. Imagine that with your right eye, you are looking at something. And let's say that something is a goldfish. Now, light rays from the goldfish go in, crossing over through the lens, and they form a picture on the retina. But imagine that you poke your eye gently there. All the eye can say is it thinks it sees a blaze of light there, on the tip of the nose. It doesn't, but by poking the eye, you've stimulated the cells in the retina, and all they can do is to say, ha-ha, I'm firing, must be a blaze of light there, and that's the phosphene. Take the tip of your little finger and just touch and press very gently the outer corner of one eye. I don't know what you see, but I see a sort of blaze of light around about my nose region. Try the tip of the finger very gently, don't press, into the...
Chinese people that changing their hair to afro hair.
是自然的吗？是啊。This is
She
the
got-
same
she
way they
got
come to
her
us and they ask
afro.
us, is our hair natural? 我觉得很漂亮。啊，对。
afro.
阿姨，你说你好。你好。啊，so good。好的。She's cute.
Yay, that's yay, yay.
Now, we all know that the sun is going to be reaching its solar maximum by the year 2025, meaning hypersolar activity and coronal mass ejections, and that the government is planning to stage a global catastrophic cyber attack. Either way it goes, there's going to be a massive power outage take place, and we all need to be prepared. Life Path 2, you're going to be a great support person for any group you come in contact with, and if they're smart enough, they'll do the same for you. Fours are going to have the mental capability and skills to help build tools, shelter, and infrastructures for the entire group. Life Path 6 is going to be naturally responsible for the first aid and have the emotional capability to maintain the health of themselves and other people. Now, I have to remaster the Sevens role real quick because we cannot forget about the spiritual connection that the Sevens possess. Sevens will have the power to conduct a ritual at any moment. Last up, you have Life Path 8s. These people will do anything to uphold their power, whether that's through having weapons, gear, supplies, or even herbal remedies. Like and share this video for part 3, and we're going to go over the master numbers. One love. Now, we all know that the sun is going to be reaching its solar maximum by the year.
What life path was y'all in the comments? Let me know.
What type your life path?
He definitely did. He didn't come out life path. I didn't see mine. Yeah. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about that right there. And let me know if it resonate with you. Alright, if it resonate with you, then I'll go ahead and delete it, I guess. So they said no GTA 6? They would release it on 2025, huh? Right when they were about to end. Really? They did that on purpose.
The industry is not what
they
you
trying
think.
to harvest our
Listen to his
energy.
story.
He's also the same man who spoke on the industry. Listen carefully to this.
Let me ask you, how many in this live right now want to be a rapper? I'm gonna tell you why you don't want to be a rapper right now. I want to be in some type of industry where they can get internet fame to get money. Let me tell you why. Your favorite rapper, you know what's crazy? Your favorite rapper, you're happier than your favorite rapper right now. You watching this live, he turned up, he with the money, you happier than him. That money that he got, don't make him happy. All this real life, none of, bro. Y'all don't understand, bro. There's so many people like that be telling me they love me. I don't even know these first names. Like, these rap niggas are the weirdest I've ever met in my life. Like, People will really tell you that they love you and you don't even know their first name. Literally. You don't even gotta explain yourself, they gonna see. Like, so many people are chasing a dream they not even ready for.
So many people are chasing a dream they not even ready for.
There's a fucking dragon on the surface of the moon. Or something shaped like a dragon. And in the second one, it's gone. He makes some really compelling arguments as to this giant, like, bigger than Manhattan, like, taller than anything you've ever seen in your life.
I don't see no dragon.
Dragon
in a picture of
on the surface of the moon.
And this was from Clementine.
So if you look at the pictures of Clementine, which is why he holds on to Clementine so desperately, those are the clearest images of the moon, where you can clearly see that there's something on the surface of the moon in a certain place, and then in later pictures of the moon, it's gone. They're not there. And this is not news, because if you follow any of the Google images, the Google Earth, the, Google fucking moon, whatever the fuck, there's black boxes on pictures of the sun. They've blocked out certain areas of certain things. They blur things out. He basically proves that NASA and the ballistic missile, whatever, like, altered the pictures that Clementine took and that other spacecrafts have taken because it's not there. And he spends the majority of the video enhancing these pictures and showing them from all angles and explaining to you why, like, NASA is hiding a gigantic mass of something shaped like a dragon on the moon.
Well, fuck, man. So when you say shaped like a dragon, like, if you're looking at the moon, like, flat, like, you're not looking at the profile.
No, you see, because we're taking pictures of the moon from the sky.
Flat. Okay.
Sort of.
Okay, yeah. So, but it's in the shape of
a fucking dragon. So it's the Clementine conspiracy, aka Project Golden Dragon. Because this is what I was important when he starts talking about the TLPs, is that if they gave you color pictures of the moon, maybe you're going to see some shit in color that they don't want you to fucking see.
Okay. Maybe it would have provided, like, more info as to what the fuck it was. Okay.
Or maybe it's more difficult now for us to Photoshop out all of these colored gases when we could just show you this black and white picture. I mean, he proposes a couple of theories of whether or not it's, like, organic matter, whether or not this is a living, like, dragon type thing, or if it's some sort of, biological, how you ever read some science fiction
let me
where
know
it's
if y'all can see the dragon, because I can't see it. Y'all see a dragon down there?
Using or
because I don't see no
actually alive. You ever?
I haven't. No, I've not heard.
I mean, there's a theory that maybe it's its own creature, or that it's being inhabited by aliens or whatever, but it might be organic. But the big thing with the TLP is that it's in color, and some of the gases coming out of it are also in color because he's enhancing it with different software, whatever. There's a fucking dragon.
These people can take those chemicals and put it in dog manure and make it taste like chicken McNuggets. Right now, we could drink strawberry soda, artificially flavored, and we read the ingredients on the can. We're not gonna find strawberries as an ingredient.
No.
But it smells like strawberry and it tastes like strawberry. Why? The chemicals. The chemical capital is in New Jersey. Chemicals for your ice cream, for your burgers, your cakes, for everything. These people can take those chemicals and put it in dog manure and make it taste like chicken McNuggets.
Wow.
These people can take those chemicals and put...
People used to use liquor to run their car.
Alright, let me find this clip of Oprah real quick. I'm gonna throw this in there. Let's check this out real quick.
Oh, no. Oprah, where the hell are you going? No. So it has been reported that basically Oprah Winfrey is on the run, heading towards the bank with $100 million to Switzerland. No. 100, where are you going with 100 million? Since the fact that the Jeffrey Epstein list is about to drop because she knows her name is on it. We the people, we know her name is on it indefinitely. Now all of a sudden, $100 million heading towards the bank, towards Switzerland. Oh no. And it's not only just Oprah. A lot
Yeah.
of actors and celebrities are
He said,
too, because they know
no.
their names on that list. The ones you haven't been seeing or hearing about lately, those are the ones that are dipping.
It's over with, Oprah.
On the run with $100 billion. She's going bye-bye. The Jeffrey Epstein list is about to drop.
Yeah, they shake it in their boots, man. They shake it in their boots. About most
Yo, this is crazy. Are we seeing what's happening in America? Oprah Winfrey denies awful fake arrest rumors? Rumors about what? Oprah Winfrey has denied reports she was arrested and her home raided by law enforcement. What you said? The 66-year-old talk show host and media mogul became one of Twitter's top trending topics on Tuesday night after rumors began circulating on social media. What are we talking about? That she, allegedly Oprah Winfrey, along with other celebrities, have been arrested for sex trafficking. Yo, we just gonna take it from there. As of right now, this is just a rumor, but hold up. It didn't deny that others were arrested, so we gotta do some digging. I'm gonna continue to look into this topic, and I'll let y'all know what I find. In the meantime, hit that comment section. What do you think? Is this just a rumor? Oprah Winfrey denying allegations?
They
and
know
didn't
that
I see a
list
trending
about to
video?
come out when they on the run. That's what's going on. Yo.
I'm unapologetic and I'm unwavering about it. Because when I see this woman, Oprah
truth's about to
Winfrey, how
come
do you
out.
as a black woman watch another black woman be thrown under the bus based off of a lie? What I won't do is be quiet. I won't go away. I won't back down.
And so when she was offered an unfair deal by Netflix, she decided to push back.
The offers just didn't make sense. If we continue to accept these low offers, however do we make it different and make a change? I've got to speak up and speak out. And I've got to say it's blatantly unfair.
What was unfair about it? She was offered $500,000 to do a Netflix special, a comedy special. The problem is that other comedians, like the Amy Schumers of the world, is that like she's getting offered like $10, $11 million.
Like $500,000 is still a lot of money, but then when you find out it's $500,000 versus $11 million.
That's crazy. That's messed
I'm
up.
unapologetic and I'm
That's super messed up. That's not
I'm
cool.
unapologetic
That's
and
not
I'm
cool
unwavering
right there.
about it.
Hello.
She should
So
feel
have
some
y'all
type of
seen
way.
the rumors going around about Oprah being arrested? Surely not Oprah. Well, I don't know. I found articles, of course, in mainstream media saying it's debunked, it's not true, all these fact checkers. And I don't know if y'all familiar with fact checking these days or not, but it's actually allegedly paid, it's allegedly paid off people to post the righteous in a wonderful, beautiful light and to fake debunk any rumors. Now, how much they get paid, I don't know, honey, but I never believe these fact checkers, and for good reason. Same thing with some social media platforms that say that their fact checkers are accurate, and they absolutely are not. And I'm not talking about this platform, TikTok. It's another one. Anyway, here's the article that I found.
Was working at Oprah Winfrey
I
leadership.
can't hear it.
She was arrested yesterday for several charges, including assault, indecent assault, as well as soliciting girls under the age to commit indecent assault. And she's now at the Vereniging Police.
Wow. Oprah.
The Cancel Culture Dictionary is currently available for pre-order. All right, Jimmy, I think some elites right now, they're getting a little bit nervous because more than 170 people who are linked
to Jeffrey Epstein are about to be exposed thanks to a Manhattan federal judge who ordered the release of long sealed documents related to that defamation lawsuit by one of his accusers.
Listen, I've always
shaking in their boots, man. Shaking in their boots. Wow.
Something strange is going on with Oprah Winfrey's South African school for girls.
Go look and see what happened to them girls.
So Oprah opened the school all the way back in 2007. And since the school's opening, it has been marred with many different controversies. You see, shortly after the school opened, a matron of the school was charged with touching several of the girls in a very inappropriate manner. When the crime eventually came to light, Oprah herself went to fire the school's head mistress. Then, in another incident that happened in 2011, law enforcement investigated the body of a newborn that was found in one of the students' bags. Apparently, one of the girls at the school gave birth, but there were no charges filed against her after this incident. There were also other scandals the school was involved in, like in 2009 when 7 students were suspended for harassing their classmates. And now there's a new scandal that the school is known for, as many people online have started spreading rumors that girls are disappearing from the school. According to these rumors, several students from the school have gone missing. But as of right now, nobody is sure why these rumors have started, as there is currently no news reporting that there have been missing girls at Oprah's school. Regardless, these rumors have managed to go viral all over TikTok and Twitter, and they continue to be spread to this day. Something strange is going on with Oprah Winfrey's South African school for girls.
So everything I'm about to say is totally alleged and for entertainment purposes only, okay? But apparently this just happened in Switzerland. Yeah, that's a little weird because you know what else happens a lot in Switzerland? Like a bunch of evil stuff, okay? A lot of evil people like to hang out in Switzerland. That's weird. Remember, this is also in Switzerland. This is also in Switzerland. Let's not forget that this weird little event took place in Switzerland. Just saying, like, really weird stuff happens in Switzerland, okay? What's up with that? So everything I'm about to say is totally...
She definitely did something.
Now we know
now she's running away. Now she's trying to get away. You're like, where you going?
How it works is this way. What they hid from you is that they monetize your promissory note, and that you're not supposed to sign the deed of trust.
What's this?
The second you sign that promissory note, they deposit it right into their bank as cash. Did you hear what I said? They monetized your notes without telling you. So you sign a promissory note, they deposit it into their bank in cash, and you own your home free and clear. But then, like an idiot, you go sign a deed of trust and then hand it over to them. And that means that you paid for the house once, you're paying for the house twice, okay? Because you got all those payments to make and all the interest paying for 3 times. But then if you default and you go 91 days late, guess what happens? The insurance pays off on the loan and they're paid in full. So it's clear that the banks are fucking you every which way from Sunday. Banks do not loan money. How they create money is they get people to take a fake loan out. They don't actually give you real funds. They give you a check, a cashier's check, or something like that, and then you go deposit that into your bank, and then they're able, to loan up 10 times that amount. It's that people don't hide wads of cash underneath their mattresses anymore. They take their cashier's check and they put it into their bank, so nothing's actually changed. It's fake money, and what I'm telling you is that if you go look up the reality of lending, you're going to find out a lot of shit. And this is the shit you're going to find out. Okay? Banks do not loan money. There's the MERS, or the robo-signing transfer, and this is how much they've stolen. $1,200 trillion have been stolen, and it's called the Libor bank scam, which I see in reverse as lie rob. Okay? So you need an unbroken chain of title for them to foreclose on your property. And because of the MERS system, there is no paper trail. Okay? And what they did is the minute you sign that promissory note, what they did is they monetized that promissory note and they deposited it into the bank as cash. Okay? And then they sold the deed of trust off, and You have the MERS system. There's no trail of paper. And this has changed hands over and over and over with every bank that's been bought and sold out and went out of business. Okay? It's just crazy. So, let's just make sure you understand this one more time.
They control everything, man. Everything.
Buy a home.
That's what do they not control?
They never loan money. Look it up.
Exactly. What do they not control?
You sign a promissory note first, and then you sign the deed of trust. When you were done signing the promissory note, you were supposed to walk out. The home is owned by you in full, free and clear. But then you go and sign a deed of trust, and you hand it over to the bank after you already own the home. So you paid for the home once right there with your promissory note. Then they took out insurance on this, so if you default, when the minute you go 91 days late, the insurance pays off, and the house is paid for again, plus you have all the interest payments and everything. It's that you paid for this house like 4 times over. It's crazy. When you owned it outright the second you signed that promissory note. So next time you buy a property, you can't let them know that you know this, but the second the promissory note is signed, you're able to walk out free and clear. You don't sign the deed of trust, and there's nothing they can do. Did you hear what I said? That's a fact. Go look it up. Now, the next line of videos I'm coming out with, they're going to go very, very deep into your reality. It's going to blow your fucking mind.
Yes, so this is breaking news coming out at this very moment. What's going on in Washington, D.C.? Absolutely incredible. Now, there are riots. You're going to be able to see this all over social media, and there's a lockdown going on in D.C. in the House. This is happening right now. I think that, I'm not really sure. I think they might be able to hopefully contain it, wrap it up. But this is happening in the middle of the night. So I wanted to hop on and let you guys know the breaking news. And this is coming out, as I mentioned, not a whole lot of news media outlets have even got reports out on this yet. Yes, so this is breaking.
So let's watch my favorite episode of X-Files. You know, the one where they was talking about the fall of America? Yeah, I just love this episode. And by the way, don't forget, entertainment purposes only.
Odious.
Just listen to the whole video.
No sooner had we defeated Germany than a new threat started appearing in skies over America. Drawn to Earth by the latest threat to extinction, the H-bomb. Explosions acting as transducers, drawing alien life forms through wormholes in spaceships using electrogravitic propulsion. Advanced extraterrestrial species visiting us, concern for mankind and the threat of our self-destruction, forestalling our annihilation through their own self-sacrifice, and crashes at Roswell, more importantly, places like Aztec. World leaders signed secret memos directing scientific studies of alien technology and biochemistry. Classified studies were done at military installations S4, Groom Lake, Wright-Patterson, and Dulce. Extracting alien tissue. Tests were done on unsuspecting human subjects. And elaborately staged abductions in craft using alien technology recovered from down saucers. Including human hybridization through gene editing and forced implantation of alien embryos.
Why do such a thing and lie about it? Our own government.
Your own government lies as a matter of course, as a matter of policy. The Tuskegee experiments on black men in the 30s, Henrietta Lacks.
What are they trying to do?
That's the missing piece.
But it's not hard to imagine a government hiding, hoarding alien technology for 70 years at the expense of human life and the future of the planet. Driven not only by corporate greed, but a darker objective.
The takeover of America.
And then the world itself, by any means necessary, however violent, or cruel, or efficient. By severe drought, brought on by weather wars, conducted secretly using aerial contaminants and high-altitude electromagnetic waves. In a state of perpetual war.
They gotta give us the truth and the law at the same time.
Scenarios to distract, enrage, and enslave American citizens at home. With tools like the Patriot Act and the National Defense Authorization Act, which abridge the Constitution in the name of national security. The militarization of police forces in cities across the U.S., the building of prison camps by the Federal Emergency Management Agency with no stated purpose, the corporate takeover of food and agriculture, pharmaceuticals and healthcare, even the military in clandestine agendas to fatten, dull, sicken, and control a populace already consumed by consumerism.
And I encourage you all to go shopping more.
A government that taps your phone, collects your data, and monitors your whereabouts with impunity. A government preparing to use that data against you when it strikes. And the final takeover begins.
The takeover of America.
By a well-oiled and well-armed multinational group of elites that will cull, kill, and subjugate.
happening as we sit here.
It's happening all around us.
The other shoe waiting to drop?
It'll probably
Happy
start on a
yesterday?
Friday. The banks will announce a security action necessitating their computers to go offline all weekend.
Digital money will disappear.
They can just steal your money?
Digital
Followed by the
money would
detonation of
disappear.
strategic electromagnetic pulse bombs to knock out major grids.
What will seem like an attack on America by terrorists or Russia.
Or a simulated alien invasion using alien replica vehicles that exist and are already in use.
I think y'all get the gist on how good the episode
Y'all
is.
see.
I think y'all should
I really
go
see.
watch it.
What's your third
What y'all
eye?
think about this X-File episode of Taking Over America?
I didn't know it was that deep in there. Alright, y'all, man. That is going to do it for today's video. You guys took something from it. Hope you guys made it this far. Shout out to you. I'm sending peace, abundance, prosperity, and good health your way. Make sure you go outside today and get some sunlight. Yeah, man. Hey, and get you a fruit in for today. All right. With all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.